Hey everyone, welcome. Today, we're diving into an upgrade that seems small but has some absolutely huge benefits. Replacing your inverter fan. This is about more than just getting rid of an annoying noise. It's a really smart move to make your whole system run cooler, way more efficiently, and for a lot longer. So let's get into it. So, does any of that sound familiar? If it does, you are definitely in the right place. That constant humming, or maybe that buzzing, or even an outright rattling sound, that's not just background noise. Think of it as a distress signal. It's your inverter basically telling you its cooling system is struggling, and that's a direct threat to the health of your entire setup. And here's why you really need to pay attention to this. A failing fan is basically a ticking time bomb. It lets all that damaging heat build up inside, putting stress on the most critical components. And what does that mean? Well, it means less efficiency, a much shorter lifespan for your inverter, and in a worst-case scenario, that one little failing fan can set off a chain reaction that could damage your entire system. So, to really wrap our heads around this, let's talk about what that little fan is actually doing. It's doing so much more than just moving some air around. It's really the heart of your inverter's entire thermal management system. I mean, just think about it for a second. Converting all that power generates a ton of heat. That fan's one and only job is to pull that destructive heat away from all the sensitive electronics inside. If it can't do its job, those components literally start to cook. Performance just nosedives, and the whole unit is on a one-way ticket to an early grave. And this right here, this is a really important distinction to make. See, a lot of guides out there will just show you a simple mechanical swap. Take the old one out, put a new one in. But that's not what we're doing here. We're performing a smart thermal upgrade. And that means we're focusing on the critical electrical specs and, most importantly, prioritizing safety above everything else, because that's what's actually going to protect your investment in the long run. All right, so how do we actually pull this off? Well, it all starts with choosing the right fan. And this isn't about just finding one that's the right size. Nope. The specifications, the specs, are everything. If you get them wrong, you could honestly make things even worse. So this table here breaks down the 4 pillars of finding that perfect match. First, voltage. That's a simple one. It just has to match what the inverter puts out. Second, current. You can't go too high here or you risk overloading the system. Then you've got airflow, which is measured in CFM. That's cubic feet per minute. That number tells you literally how much cooling power it has. And finally, the bearing type. This is what's going to determine how long the fan lasts and, of course, how quiet it is. And look, what happens if you get this wrong? Well, the consequences can be pretty severe. The wrong voltage or current can blow fuses or even fry the main board. And if you get the airflow wrong, you haven't even solved the original overheating problem. This is one of those times where close enough is absolutely not good enough. You've got to get it right. Okay, let's get to the fun part, the actual installation. We've got the right fan picked out, so now let's walk through the process. And trust me, we're going to lead every single step with one word: safety. I'm going to pause here for a second because this is, without a doubt, the most important thing you'll hear today. That high voltage DC electricity inside your inverter can be lethal. I'm not exaggerating. When it comes to electrical safety, there are no shortcuts, there are no second chances. You have to take this seriously. All right, let's walk through this. Step 1 is safety first always. Disconnect all power sources, and then use a multimeter to prove to yourself that there is 0 voltage. This is non-negotiable. Now for steps 2 and 3, once it's safe, open up the case and take a good look. Notice how the old fan is wired in and pay really close attention to that wire polarity, the positive and negative, before you disconnect and remove it. Step 4, install the new fan, making absolutely sure you match that polarity exactly. Step 5 is a quick test. Before you button everything up, briefly reconnect the power just to make sure the fan spins and, this is key, that it's blowing air in the right direction. And finally, step 6, reassemble. Power everything down completely one last time, and then you can safely put the cover back on. All right, the new fan is in, the cover is back on. We're on the home stretch now. This is the final stage where we get to confirm that our smart thermal upgrade was a total success. This is the payoff. So the first reward is instant gratification, glorious silence. But the real tests are what come next. You'll want to keep an eye on your system. When it's working hard, is the temperature staying nice and stable? Are you seeing any new error codes pop up? A successful upgrade should make things better, not create new headaches. And here it is. This is the real prize. A properly chosen fan can drop the internal temperature of your inverter by up to 15 degrees Celsius. Now, that might not sound like a huge number, but in the world of electronics, that is a massive difference. It's the key to dramatically extending the life of all those critical components. So let's just recap what we've accomplished here. You didn't just silence a noisy fan. No, you performed a strategic upgrade. And the result is a system that's quieter, definitely cooler, and just fundamentally more reliable. You've actively taken a step to extend the lifespan of your inverter. That's a huge win. You've just made a real, tangible improvement to your system's health and longevity. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now that you know you can tackle this safely and effectively, what are you going to upgrade next?